Hey y'all, Nicholas DeMario of SterlingKisses.com here, and today I'd like to introduce you to a little friend of mine. His name is Telltail, the Little Mouse King, and he goes on a big adventure in this new children's book I've written. It all starts with Telltail finding a lost ring. Today, I'd like to show you how that ring was made, before it went missing, and before it became a crown for a mouse. The ring had a few changes until the idea of a laurel leaf pattern came along. Telltail went through some changes too. Once that was all straightened out, the design was modeled in some 3D software and sent to the printer. The ring was then attached to a sprue tree, along with a few other items. A plaster-like mixture is poured over all of these items to cover them. They are then placed into a kiln where the original models will be burnt out, leaving a hollow impression of them. Molten silver is then poured into these impressions. I go into all these steps in greater detail in previous videos if you'd like to learn more about the casting process. The sprues that were added earlier are cut free, and I grind away the excess metal. Emery paper is then used to clean up the rough surface that the grinding wheel leaves behind. I go through two different grits of paper, one finer than the other, to prep the surface for polishing. The inside of the ring is given the same treatment. Small emery discs are also used to clean up any fine details. A test fit is made with the gemstone. This ring is going to be set with a synthetic emerald. The goal is to seat the girdle of the stone, that is to say, the widest part of the stone, just below the top of the setting, so metal can be pushed over it, holding the stone in place. We can see here that the stone is sitting too high. A small burr is used to make room for the cullet, or pointy end, of the gemstone. As pressure is put around the girdle of the stone to hold it in place, we want to make sure that the cullet is protected. A setting burr is then used to make a proper seat that is large enough for the gemstone. A test fit of the stone is made multiple times throughout this delicate process. Here, I'd like to make another introduction. Master jeweler Carl DeMario, my dad.
There's not a lot of metal here to work with, so you gotta be careful. And I gotta come back almost right to the edge, halfway, just a little over halfway maybe. When I start pushing downwards and try not to go backwards, then after I start making it go down, I sort of go over a little bit, push it over, but real careful.
I'll never get tired of watching Dad work. Watching him work is like watching a musician of precious metals. These tools are his instruments, and the beauty that results are his songs. That might be a little too sappy, but I love my dad. Let's watch him work a little longer. The graver he's using pushes a small bit of metal over the stone, acting like a tiny prong. Here, Dad is using a small beading tool that will not only help to keep the gemstone in place, but will add small beaded details around it.
Now, see if it holds up to the ultrasonic shaking.
The ultrasonic cleaner is the ultimate test of a setting job, so let's polish up this ring and see how it holds up. After a short time in the ultrasonic, we find the stone is still secured. 14-karat gold plating is applied to the laurel leaves as the last step in making Telltail's crown.
Okie dokie then. The master at work.
Yep, hard at work. I hope you enjoyed the journey of how this ring was made from start to finish. If you'd like to learn more about its journey and find out how it became the crown for a mouse, check out my book, Telltail, The Little Mouse King, available on Amazon. I'm Nicholas DeMario of SterlingKisses.com, and from myself, Dad, and Telltail, thanks for watching.